I wrote a book called Decenter White Women in December of 2023, and it is an ebook available via my Stan store. All you got to do is click the link in my bio and you can access it and learn about the 4 steps to decentering white women. The first one is all about assessing your safety and understanding how your interaction in an environment of whiteness will have an impact on you, whether you're talking about your workplace, whether you're talking about your home or your community. The second thing is to acknowledge for yourself how whiteness shows up for you. Does whiteness show up for you in acquiescing to white people, to white standards, right? For most of us as Black people, we do work in majority white companies. We definitely work in white controlled institutions and white controlled organizations. The third is once you kind of, have acknowledged how whiteness shows up, you understand what your safety is. The third is really accepting the challenge that's going to be necessary in order for you to decenter whiteness. And that fourth one is really around addressing your wounds and addressing the harm and trauma and the things that have happened to you that have put you in a position where you are centering whiteness. Now, centering whiteness, centering white women is something that all of us do. And we have done it especially in the Western part of the world, thanks to colonization, thanks to imperialism, thanks to colonialism. And so what centering whiteness looks like is not only survival, not only post-traumatic slave syndrome, not only going along to get along, not only code switching, but it looks like centering whiteness at our goals, centering whiteness at our ideals, centering whiteness in our imagination, such that we can't even imagine what would it be like not to work for a company that is owned by white people. What would it be like to use an app to do the same things we do here on TikTok that's not owned by an American company that is full of white males leading it, right? What would it look like to be an active student and a participant in phenomenal life-changing programs run by 2 Black women, my colleague Tammy Triolo and myself? Like, we have to get to a point, right? We got to, in memory of our dear Eric Mays, we got to get to a point, right, where we can unpack and acknowledge how centering whiteness and how the lack of deconstruction from systems of whiteness has impacted us in a negative way. And that is something that everybody can learn about in Decentered White Women, available on my Stan store.